I was so livid in that place, yeah, that I was brought to tears. Because when I'm angry, I just get like the emotions overcome me, and I just feel like to cry.
Flash. I'm thinking, it can't be me. Can't be me. Why?
It's just so
Keeps the
annoying.
blood going, doesn't it?
Yeah, like
Boils that blood.
Hi guys, welcome back to another episode. It's Natalie and I'm with my co-host
Dad, better known as Harry.
There we go. So welcome back to another episode. Before we get into this episode, I need you guys to stop what you're doing. Make sure you've liked, commented, subscribed, given us a thumbs up if you're on YouTube. And if you're on Spotify, leave us a 5-star review, okay? If you need a minute to do that, I'm just going to pause for 2 seconds whilst you pause. And then we'll get back into today's topic, all right? 3, 2, 1. Yay. And so today's topic, we are going to talk about something that we are very passionate about over here, and it is parking tickets.
And it's not just us. I think when she says over here, I mean England, Britain in general.
Yeah, like I think there's so many issues with driving, but one of the banes of my life is with a parking ticket. I hate getting parking tickets, and I hate paying for them. And if you know me, like personally, you know that I like to challenge my parking tickets. 9 out of 10 times, I'm going to challenge that ticket because I don't think they should have given it to me. So clearly, I shouldn't have it. And so to get rid of it, I have to challenge it. Also, I learned that from my dad. My dad was literally always like, if you have a ticket, challenge it. Challenge it. You don't lose anything by challenging it. I don't know why where you came from that, like where you got that mindset of always challenging a ticket from.
Yeah, well, I'm sorry. As I said, I've had so many parking tickets, and majority of the time when I've challenged them, I've won, actually. And so that's where the mindset comes from. It proves that if you do challenge, you do stand a chance of actually keeping your money in your pocket, kind of thing. I've had a few incidents. I mean, I can give you quite a few, but I'll take one for example. I'm a cab driver, as you know. And I was about 3 o'clock in the morning, I was traveling through Clapham High Street, came up to the traffic lights, people crossing the road, everything else the lights on red, you have to stop, obviously. So I stopped. And this lady ran across the road, she ran to my window while everyone else was crossing. And, she came to the window, she spoke with me. And I said to her, sorry, I can't pick you up here. She saw it, went off. Ran off in the forward direction, and as the lights changed, I just went after her, pulled up off the zigzag, stopped, and spoke with her.
Just to be clear, you can't pick up anybody at a red light. That's why you told her to go forward.
It was actually on a zigzag.
Oh, on a zigzag. Okay.
Yeah, you're not meant to stop on a zigzag to pick up anyone or drop off anyone, kind of thing. So that's breaking the law. So yeah, and a week later, got a ticket in the post.
For what? What was the ticket for?
Actually, well, according to the camera, which is on the traffic warden, which is the camera warden, I actually picked this person. I stopped and picked this person up. So I was like, what? So I thought, no, I didn't. So I've gone through my head and I'm thinking, nah, I didn't do that there. So I thought, no, I'm going to get the evidence. So I just literally got in touch with the traffic warden's head office. That's and sent me the video, which cost me £10. £10. Anyway, got the video, went through it. And not to my surprise, but yes, I did not pick the lady up. It showed definitely that the lady came to my window while I was at the traffic lights, and there was a lot of people crossing the road at the same time. There's no way I could not stop at the lights, and I can't tell the lady not to come to me and to talk to me. So she came, she spoke with me, and as I said, and but I challenged it. Paid my £10, got my DVD, which back then.
It was a DVD?
Yeah, DVD.
Like, did you have to...
Sorry, no, CD. Sorry, my apologies. I'm going too far back here. Sorry, CD. And, I just went through it. And I thought, no, I'm not paying this here. So I've challenged it. And, again, this, the adjudicators said, don't worry about it. We'll get this here sorted, because we can clearly see that you did not pick up anyone at the time at the traffic lights. So I did lose my £10. I should have got the £10 back as well because
How much was the ticket? How much were they asking for?
I think it's about £65.
Oh yeah, they're like 50%.
Yeah,
off thing.
and if you pay within 14 days, you get that money off. Again, there was other one that was in Tottenham Court Road, passenger at my window, talking to me. Same scenario, another ticket. I was like, what for? So I was like, and you could clearly see from the evidence that they sent me, my headlights are on. If your headlights are normally on, that means your engine is running. That means you're in the car, and the car is not parked or the cab's not parked.
Fair
right?
enough.
And again, that was a ticket. So I challenged it again. They cancelled it. They said, next time we wouldn't. And there was another time in Kingsway, same scenario. Passenger at my window, another ticket. Challenge it, same result. So it just went on and on. So what I'm saying is, I know it might be slightly different for cab drivers because obviously we do have certain privileges of where we stop and don't stop kind of scenario compared with ordinary drivers.
Yeah.
But on the whole, if you do get a ticket, I think you should really just go for it.
I'm on the other side because I'm not a cab driver and I've challenged a few tickets. Mine mainly is with my local council because they've now introduced like parking permits to pay where you have to pay for a permit to park where you live, which is ridiculous to me. But essentially, this incident where I was fighting them for 10 months was I'd paid for the permit, the money left my account, but then I maybe went about my business and a week later I got a parking ticket on my car and I was like, huh? I have a permit. Why am I getting a ticket? And then they said that there wasn't a permit in place because the card on the account had expired. And I was like, but the money left my account. So if the card was expired, why did the money leave my account? Why did it not bounce and you guys will refund me the money because you kept it? And so, I challenged it at the first stage and they were like, no. And I said, I'm not going to give up. So I challenged it again and what happened? We went to the independent adjudicator place because Dad came with me. And then the man there was kind of like, I hear what you're saying. I've like provided evidence like my bank statements, my reference like of the transaction to show that this money is actually in your account. And he was like, I hear what you're saying, but my point here is to check if there was actually a permit in place, and there wasn't because you never got a confirmation email. So I have to rule in the favour of the council, and now I have to pay the money. And I literally tell you guys, I was so livid in that place, that I was brought to tears because when I'm angry, I just get like the emotions overcome me, and I just feel like to cry. And then Dad was like, he was trying to like ask them like, so what can we do now? This, that, and the other. And I just was like, can I leave now? Because I was over it. And I just went to the bathroom. And then Dad, when we left, was like, no, don't worry, it's not over. We're going to challenge it again. And then Dad called one of his friends, and his friends was like...
It's a lawyer, by the way.
Oh, yeah. He called one of his friends, and his friends was like, basically, you need to take it higher and go to like the CEO of the council, basically, and write to them. I said, I can do that. And so that's what we did. I wrote to
you certainly did.
Chief Executive Officer of the council and basically explained to them the situation. And then what they did first initially was try to refer me back to the parking department. And I said, with all due respect, like, I came here for your seniority because the parking people in the parking department didn't understand, nor have they provided evidence. So I came to you for a reason, not for you to come back, to send me back to them. And then they kind of understood. And then it just went quiet for a bit. Like I didn't hear anything. And then I started getting letters like they're going to take me to court.
Did you not get another ticket, an increased ticket from...
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It went up from the 65 to 130.
That's right, yeah.
Because if you don't pay it, then it's like now they're going to go to court. And I was like, I'm not paying this. I'm really not paying this. And then they sent another letter like, oh, they're going to take me to court or whatever it is. And one thing about me, I don't really want to play with my credit score. So now I'm panicked like, oh, am I going to get a CCJ? Like, oh my gosh, this, that, and the other. So then I start getting on my emails like, that is like typing away. And I'm like, listen, I am not in the wrong. I have provided evidence. The money has not been refunded back to me. I have a bank reference of like when the bank received it. So it's in your bank account. I was like, I'm stressed now because I'm being sent these letters, this, that, and the other. And I was like, I need help. Like, I need this matter.
And your stress is passed on to us in the house as well. So we all stressed now with this ticket.
Yeah, because what was stressing me was the thought of my credit score being ruined by a parking ticket that I didn't think I deserved, nor should I have paid. But then, long story short, 10 months later, they wrote back and was like, oh, they're going to cancel it on this occasion. They can see my point, blah, 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 blah. And then they also refunded me the money.
But actually, before they actually refunded you the money before actually telling you what it was for.
Yes, that's true.
You know, so again, it was obviously a guilt thing on their part. Okay, put the money back in their account, and hopefully that they'll keep you quiet.
Yeah, they refunded
kind of
the money before, actually.
Yeah, if I remember correctly.
And so I was just like so annoyed. Like, I was just thinking, you don't actually want me to pay a parking ticket, and then you want me to pay for a permit on top of that, and then you also want me to just pay for road tax, MOT, insurance, and then the roads are not even nice. There's potholes in the road, and then you also have to pay jar charge.
Don't go there, please.
I was just like,
I mean, you're paying. Sorry, but like, even for the road tax now, it's really quite funny actually because obviously we've had COVID and everything that's like, so lots of roads being blocked off.
These stupid plant pots.
Yes, but all of a sudden it's like your road tax is going up, but the actual access to the roads that you used to use is no longer there.
Literally.
You now saw like having sort of 75% of the roads that you used to use, but you're still you're paying extra.
The same road tax, or
No,
even more.
Road tax. So what are you actually paying for?
What are we paying for? And the roads are now 20 miles per hour, most of them. I feel like that is just like a slow way to death. Like driving 20 miles per hour. And there's some roads that should be 40. Like in London, it can easily be 30. They've now made 20. Well,
I know for a fact that that's impacting on a lot of cab drivers or people that actually drive for a living at the moment. Because for example, you drive on a 40-mile zone and you saw come away from the 40 miles and then all of a sudden you're on a 20-mile zone, which should probably be 30. Next thing you know is like, flash, ticket in the post. I remember I've actually got one night, it was about a Sunday night actually, 3:15 in the morning, Lea Bridge Road. This is just the Sunday, just before I was actually meant to travel on a Monday morning to Barbados. Nice little holiday, by the way. And I was driving down thinking, Lea Bridge Road, parks both sides, 3 o'clock in the morning, slightly raining. There's no one around, no kids. I'm doing 25 miles an hour. Next thing, flash. I'm thinking, it can't be me. Can't be me. Why? It's 30 miles an hour, so the camera's not working as far as I'm concerned. Next thing, I was a little bit concerned about it. So while I was there, I asked one of my boys to check my mail for me. He said, Dad, you got a ticket.
Hey.
I said, what? Yep, 25 miles. I was doing 25 miles an hour in the 20 zone. And I got a ticket.
Oh.
Yeah, so that was a course. One of those speed awareness course.
Yeah, I had my first speed awareness course in 2022.
How was that go? How did that go?
It was so annoying. I was doing 35 and a 30.
35 and a 30.
I was like, if I'm going to be doing this speed awareness, maybe I should really be speeding, not 5 miles.
Yeah.
And now you have to do the speed awareness course online, and you have to sit with your camera on, and like they're watching you to make sure you're not like falling asleep and you're engaged, like, and you have to pay for the speed awareness course.
Yes, £95.
Oh.
So it's basically another parking ticket, but it's like, I mean, someone's there to tell you what to do.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, it's not like you don't know what to do. It's like, I've been driving for 40 odd years, and all of a sudden it's like thinking, you think the speed limit was 30 miles an hour for the road, the kind of road it was. And next thing you know, it's dropped to 20.
Honestly, like, when those lights flash, it's enough for me to drive home in silence because I have to think about my actions, and I'm thinking, oh my God, am I going to get a ticket? I remember one time I called you because I was panicked. I think it was near Pim Victoria. So you're coming back from Victoria.
Vauxhall Bridge Road.
Vauxhall Bridge. And and I was driving and the police was driving on the other side and the police was speeding. And then I was driving, I thought it was 30 or 20, whatever it was. I wasn't doing it, but I wasn't doing it by a lot. And I drove and I saw one flash and then I stopped my car. I said, no. I stopped my car because as I was driving and the police was coming, it flashed at the same time. I said, maybe they flashed the police on my side of the road, even though the police was on the other side of the road. So then I just stopped for a second. I said, no, I can't. Then I called my dad. I was like, Dad, I just got flashed. And at this point, I had just done the speed awareness course. And I was thinking, I can't get points. I can't.
But Dad was wisdom said, don't worry, you've stopped on the one flash.
Yeah.
One flash means you're okay. If you get 2 flashes, you could be in trouble. But with one,
yeah.
All right. So
literally. So then I started creeping again. Because I stopped the car. I stopped the car in a panic. I stopped the car. I said, no, I can't drive. Because if I get another points or whatever, I'm selling this car. I can't do it.
Oh, gosh.
But then, and then those 2 weeks, I felt like I was holding my breath for 2 weeks.
It
waiting.
does actually. It does impact on your life for the 2 weeks because you're not sure what's going to happen. Every time you come through that front door, you're looking for that letter.
Oh.
Or if it's on email, if they got your details, you're checking every day to see if it's there or not. And it's like, it is very stressful actually. Driving in London is a very stressful thing. And not people think as cab drivers that we get away with a lot of things. Trust me, we don't. They're more after us than anyone else, kind of thing. So
yeah, I hate it. And also another thing I don't like is that it doesn't apply to you because you're a cab driver, but bus lanes used to be like 7 till 7, 7 till 11 or 7 till 10. Now it's like at all times. So the roads have plant pots in them and then the roads are now 20 miles per hour and then you can't also use the bus lanes. And I'm just like, what do you want us to do? I know they want us to walk, but it won't happen. But like, why are you doing this? But as much as I complain, guys, I think it's like the convenience of having your car is great.
outweighs the.
I don't know if it outweighs it. It's because I've had a car and I've always had a car. I've not really not had a car since I've started driving. And so for someone that doesn't
So it becomes
drive,
a necessity now,
yeah,
not a luxury. Just
it's like I need it.
Especially when you start having to travel from home to church on a Sunday mornings. It's a long journey and have to go on public transport or whatever. It's not easy.
But I just think they just need to think about it because I honestly don't understand why there's so many plant pots in the road. What is all of that about? Then the parking tickets, parking permits, and then every year your insurance will be going high. And they were telling you when you're under 25, under 25, young people's fee. But after 25, my insurance is still like they're still trying to creep it up, and I'm having to watch TikToks on how to get your insurance down. Like go incognito, apply as a new customer, add a experienced driver as your second driver. All these like tips and tricks just to get your insurance at a reasonable price, and then don't even get me started on the price of petrol.
But you know that if it's the insurance, I guess it's for all insurance companies, not just for cars. But as a loyal customer, it doesn't work for you.
Yeah.
You need to really change every year, if not every 2 years, because what they tend to do, they just that person can't be bothered to phone around or look around.
Literally.
So they just put the price up. I keep saying willy-nilly, it's one of my favorite words, but they do put the price up, and before you know it, you're paying like 3 times or 4 times more than you should be.
Because they're relying on you to do auto renewal. So unless you tell them that you are not insuring with them again, they will just automatically renew it and automatically renew it at the new price. And so like with your car insurance, your phone, internet, any service provider that you have, you are not like looking around and telling them, I found a better deal here. They will just know that you're not going anywhere. And so you have to shop around and tell them. Like my something I had, I can't remember what it was. It was maybe one of the phones. I said, Vodafone are doing this offer. Can you match it? And that's what I said to EE. And they'll say, where did you see this? I said, I saw it on Good Friday. This is the offer that they have. I need you to match it. And then same with insurance. One year I called them and said, I've been given this quote here. What can you do? And then if they say, oh, we can't do anything, I say, that's absolutely fine that you can't, but I will not be staying here. Do not auto-renew that insurance. I will find somewhere else. Then they start scrambling and they try and find a price. And even if the price isn't right, you have to stand on business and leave and then find somewhere else and be like, I'm not paying it.
Most times when you do sort of find go elsewhere, it's actually cheaper.
Yeah.
You know, I remember I had another incident with one of my breakdown service actually, because they used to renew every year, and I never really checked. It's like, so all of a sudden I had to do my accounts, and then I needed to phone them to find out what the price was, and all of a sudden it was like, say it was £250 normal last year, all of a sudden it was 350. It's like,
Hey.
why has it gone up that much? And it's like, what? So
Then I need to check my AA because I feel like it's been going up. I said it's from £9 to £11. Thank you. I've got a mental note now.
I know what someone recommends that that you actually just cancel it. I'm sure I did, and it was actually easy to cancel it, take a new one out, and which was actually cheaper for the same thing.
So criminal.
And so it's like,
That's why it's
okay.
being loyal doesn't reward.
No,
Like,
rewards doesn't work anymore.
It depends on what it is, but these people they don't deserve your loyalty, and with a lot of things. So you have to actually openly go out and shop around and see what's better for you in this economy, because otherwise you will literally be paying for things that you don't need, don't use, or you could just get cheaper elsewhere.
But that comes back to the same thing we started off this show with. People not phoning or not so like challenging the parking tickets. It's the same scenario. If you don't challenge, you don't. You end up paying more.
Yeah.
If you don't look around, you end up paying more. So the moral of the story is, every year, just check around to see what's the best prices as far as insurance are concerned. Parking tickets, challenge. Because at the end of the day, some traffic wardens, they just give you tickets, and so you more than likely would have been it. So yeah.
Yeah, and yet you lose nothing. You lose nothing by challenging, because normally they say if you pay it within the first 2 weeks, they'll freeze it. So then if you wait until like the second week where it's still the cheaper price and you challenge it, if they say no, it's frozen at the 50 quote unquote mark, put 50% off fee. So you've not lost anything by challenging it, but you can potentially save by challenging it, because you would have saved the money that you would have willingly given away. And nobody needs to do that. £65. It's so ridiculous to me. So ridiculous. But I think the moral of the story is challenge your parking tickets, because some of them are just like, you are not in the wrong, and don't just give in to just give them, because it's just so annoying.
Keeps your blood going, doesn't it?
Yeah, like
boils that blood. You can feel that temperature going up.
And then also like shop around for car insurance and all of that stuff. And then what other car advice? I think that's it. Like, you can't really advise against MOTs and services and
that's
those
the
things are
MOTs are there
necessary.
necessary to save people's lives and everything else. To make sure. So MOTs, I would say, just make sure you have that in place. Do the right thing. Insurance as well, obviously, always have insurance. Make sure you have insurance before you start driving and stuff. So, but it's just the tickets that's obviously it's unfair where the wardens apply them to people's cars. So, but otherwise, car-wise, yeah, do the right things. Make sure the car is fit for the road and stuff.
Yeah, I think that will be it for this episode. If you've made it this far, leave an orange heart in the comments. Tell us maybe an experience that you've had with your parking situations. And yeah, like I said at the beginning, like, comment, subscribe, leave a 5-star review. All of the good things, isn't it? Like, just do the right thing, as Dad said. So yeah, do the right thing. And we will catch you on the next episode.
Have a nice day.
Bye.
Enjoy.